Hey everybody, and welcome to another Labs update. A little bit unconventional this time. I'm going to be coming to you first cab off the rank. So let's get into it. Last week was basically just a balance between creating content and working on the new session token relaunch. So we continued to just plug away at creating strategy documents outlining the various steps and pathways for the new direction that we're heading in. These documents that we're working on are going to be really important when it comes to communicating the benefits of, the session token and why we're doing what we're doing and how it all works, which will just be handy for everyone. Also, we filmed an Orc 8 update with Kee and Chris, and they basically go over all the questions that have been in the Orc, all of the discussion. I mean, it's there in the Orc, but it's just here in video form, and it further clarifies the directions that we're heading in while also explaining and going into detail why we can't go in others. So it's pretty interesting. Even if you have read through the Orc, you might get something out of watching the video update. We're just putting the finishing touches on the video right now, but it should be dropping like it's pretty hot pretty soon. So yeah, I would say probably tomorrow or in the next coming days that video will drop. So check it out. We also used our newly refined project management setup to basically create some content projects for Q4. So we did that. We also created some new updated copy for the OPTF website for when the session token is launched. And finally, we just continued the preparations for Token 2049 with Kee and Chris. And speaking of which, I'll hand you over to them right now, coming at you from Singapore at Token 2049. So I'll hand it over to you guys.
Hey guys, good to be here in Singapore for this week's dev update. Obviously in a bit of a different location here. We're here for Token 2049. So we're meeting people here and talking to potential investors and stuff like that as well. Just making sure that everyone knows about what we're doing in terms of the session stuff. So on the session side of things, in terms of development, we've been working pretty hard on a few features. So closed groups right now are in development. That's on pretty much all platforms. We're working on it right now. We're also working on disappearing messages on Android and desktop. And then we also have onboarding going on in session 2. Last week we did a few point releases, which are coming along nicely. So there's a point release last week for desktop, which fixed up a bunch of small issues there, menu positioning issues, emoji reacts, and also some issues where sent messages wouldn't be synced between devices. And we've got a new point release coming out for iOS, hopefully this week as well, with a few fixes around notifications mostly. So that's basically session. Looking at's going really well. We ended up fixing one of these issues that was blocking us a bit. We want to use the same type of keys that we have for the existing service nodes for the new libquic method, and we're using GNU TLS for that. And the implementation inside of looking at was a bit tricky, but that's all out of the way now. We're making good progress along that front too, so looking at's going well. And on core, basically still doing a bunch of design talks. We've got some advisors on board that are helping us with the Ethereum side of things, which has been really helpful over the past couple of weeks, and we have some meetings with them, and they've helped us in the direction of where we go in terms of looking at the sent token and stuff. So that's also going well as well. I will chuck it over to Chris for a bit of an update on what's going on in Singapore as well, and he can tell you a little bit more about what we're up to here. And Josh will be probably after me or before me on the marketing side of things as well. Alright, thanks guys, see ya.
Hi everybody, welcome. We are here in Singapore, me, Kee, and our strong spirits. We're talking with many VCs and looking for some awesome partnerships to take the project where we want to take it over the next few years. So if you're in Singapore, come find us, say hi. We'll be around, and we'll be happy to meet and greet anybody who wants to learn a little bit more about session. So yeah, we'll be here, and have a lovely day. See ya.